We thank you, and we ask you to stay with it all day until we win.
And you welcomed me and Michelle into your homes. And you picked us up when we needed a lift.
Straight ahead on News 28 at 5, Americans are hitting the polls and the votes are coming in. Stay tuned to get the latest on the president and other issues on the ballot.
I'm Hannah Carroll. There's 11 amendments on the ballot. We'll focus on a big one, abortion.
I'm Willis McPhee. Can President Obama get the same support he got in the 2008 election?
Hanging Chad still in the minds of voters. Today we take a look at how close this election could be. Your News 20 at 5 starts right now. And highlight.
Coming up on your News 20 at 5, find out why more women in Florida are registering for concealed weapons.
Do you get your car's oil changed every 3,000 miles? Coming up, we'll focus that might be too soon.
I'm Sequoia Powell. The holiday season is near, and we'll show you ways to prevent holiday house fires.
And falling cranes out the skies. A scare to citizens in Australia, we have the detail. And in sports, we have the latest in scores and highlights. Your News 20 at 5 starts right now.
The numbers of women in Florida are starting to pack more heat. News 20 at 5 reporter Essie Moa has been following this story. She joins us with the latest.
Women in Florida are not playing games when it comes to self-defense. In Florida, women are showing a high interest in registering for concealed weapons.
The presidential debates finally concluded. Monday night, good evening. I'm Ashley Doss.
And I'm Olivia Smith. And final debate in the books. Voters are now left to decide who they want as their commander-in-chief. That's tonight's top story.
A former FAMU student is killed in a home invasion. Good evening, I'm Ashley Doss.
And I'm Olivia Smith. She was a pre-med student. That's tonight's top story. Former FAMU student Amber Johnson was killed in a home invasion early this morning in Pensacola. Escambia County Sheriff deputies responded to the former Diamond Dancer's home where she was found dead. She's 2 years old.
As the anticipation rises with only a few hours left in this presidential election, it seems that the spirit of some voters have slowly faded away. News 28 at 5 reporter Willis joins us live with the very latest. Willis?
It was all about changing President Obama's 2008 election. 4 years later, many people are uncertain if they want to move forward.
Just on farms anymore. Residents in our town are raising their own in the city limits. News 28 at 5 reporter Hannah Carroll found out that it's a lot more common than you might think. Hannah, what can you tell us about these city chickens?
Well, it's definitely surprising to see these chicken coops in the city neighborhoods, but from what I saw, the owners are really benefiting from raising their own chicken.
Most auto mechanics recommend oil changes every 3,000 miles. News 28 at 5 reporter Hannah Carroll joined to tell us why this may not be necessary. Hannah?
The 3,000-mile oil change has been stressed to everyone that drives an automobile. But with technology these days, even motor companies say that changing oil often is too much.
A Marion County woman is the latest Floridian to contract meningitis. State health officials said the 66-year-old woman is the 19th person in the state to contract the disease. 3 people in Florida have died from fungal meningitis after receiving contaminated steroid injections. In the U.S., almost 300 people have been infected.
Come January, disabled veterans that move to Florida may see a property tax decrease. Amendment 2 on this year's ballot enables veterans who were not Florida residents when they enlisted property on their homes. Stephen Murray, Communications Director for Department of Veteran Affairs, says veterans will benefit from Amendment 2. Thanks as fires to the plantations at Pine Lake Apartments leave residents without a home and $1 million in damage. The 2-story apartment fire was made this morning at 4:30. On arrival, the apartment in Building 9 was already in flames.
Abortion rate dropped 5% since 2009. The CDC says more contraceptive use contributed to the decreased numbers. The decline is the largest in 1 year since 2000. The CDC's put out its annual abortion report for 2000, which is the latest update on abortion numbers.
Florida residents will have the opportunity to voice their opinion. From now till December 14th, Floridians can vote for Florida's new license plate. These new license plates look to increase for officials. Also, as one building crashes, another is built, but not in your traditional fashion. Find out what's expected to light up the skies for the holidays.
Plus later, more drama on Sesame Street, and more importantly, who's working on it as another is arrested in the latest scandal. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5. Vice President Joe Biden rallies in Ohio, and Paul Ryan tries to gather support in Milwaukee before the last vote is cast. And we take a look back on the hanging Chad votes of the 2000 election. Could it be a repeat this year? We have.
And in sports, Vic keeps getting hit. Find out what Michael Vick and the Eagles will do to regain ground after Monday night's showdown. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.